Talking about respect inside this building, and you can feel it.
Here is May, again pressure back to him, and he's brought down. Riley Mills fought through the offensive lineman, and the rookie out of Notre Dame has a sack in the Super Bowl.
Now Riley Mills going to get it in on the act, and another rookie he's attacking, Jared Wilson. So it has been that left side of the offensive line that we anticipated having problems. I just don't think that New England can continue to try to run.
The Lake Forest Podcast is supported by viewers, listeners, and businesses just like you. Michelle Parno has lived and worked in Lake Forest for over 2 decades. Michelle's lending experience, when combined with her real estate expertise, makes her an invaluable asset to her clients as they navigate their home buying or selling process. Call Michelle now at 847-528-8721, 847-528-8721. For the best cannabis in the world, look no further than Iliad Epic Grow. Owned by Lake Bluff's own Rich Ruzich, they are a cannabis cultivation center focusing on hard-to-find small batch products that will delight both the occasional user and ganjier. When visiting Michigan, ask for it by name. Epic Products, exceptional process. For more information, email info@iliadgrow.com. Laracy & Company CPAs, founded in 2010 by Lake Forest's own Brian Laracy, specializes in tax preparation and bookkeeping services. Earning the People Love Us on Yelp award, their process is straightforward. Just upload, review, and file. For a free quote, visit LaracyCPA.com now. That's LARISEYCPA.com. I'm excited to share with you something special from our Lake Forest community, the Aesthetic Lounge Med Spa, located at 775 North Bank Lane in Lake Forest near Wisconsin Avenue. This just isn't any spa. They offer an amazing blend of traditional spa services plus the added benefit of medical procedures and treatments. In a relaxing and luxurious spa environment, you can enjoy a range of cosmetic and aesthetic treatments. These are all performed under the supervision of top medical professionals. The Aesthetic Lounge Med Spa provides skin care, facial rejuvenation, body contouring, laser hair removal, Botox, dermal fillers, chemical peels, and much more. What's great is that each treatment is tailored not just to enhance your appearance, but also to address specific skin concerns and to promote overall well-being. So if you're looking to pamper yourself and take your beauty routine to the next level, give the Aesthetic Lounge Med Spa a call at 224-768-8028 or visit them at their location on North Bank Lane. It's an experience your skin will thank you for. We'd also like to say we're thankful for our Patreon supporters: Otto, John C., Helen, Herrick, JM, and Paul G. Joe Weiss.
Good morning.
Riley Mills.
We're talking about respect inside this building, and you can feel it.
Here is May, again pressure back to him, and he's brought down. Riley Mills fought through the offensive lineman, and the rookie out of Notre Dame has a sack in the Super Bowl.
Now Riley Mills going to get it in on the act, and another rookie he's attacking, Jared Wilson. So it has been that left side of the offensive line that we anticipated having problems. I just don't think that New England can continue to try to run.
Perhaps the greatest moment in Lake Forest Scouts athletic history in professional sports. If you go back and think about it, can you tell me a time ever before, maybe Scoot Walker can, of somebody from the Scouts being in a championship, and he didn't score, he had a sack, but having a big play on national TV in the Super Bowl, a World Series, NBA championship, any of that stuff?
Not on that stage, baby.
No. Awesome. I read somewhere online that he grew up in Lake Bluff. I don't know if that's true or not, but obviously Lake Bluff.
Oh, we're talking about Mr. Mills. Yeah, he's
yeah.
He's a Bluffington. Yeah.
Okay.
And so, I think the powers that be with the Scoot Walkers of the world, or the underground, maybe we can get him to come on. But I think he's a little busy right now.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, did he get to go on the Disneyland trip with the rest of was it just couple of guys? I don't know how they, when they do that, I'm going to Disneyland, and then they're at Disneyland the next day on all the rides and stuff.
If I watched the Super Bowl, I would I would know, but going from a year ago where he couldn't walk to getting the sack, and I just saw the line. I don't know how many downs he played, but one down, one sack in the Super Bowl.
I knew about his injury and his recovery from the injury, and I saw the interview that you found and posted on online.
Riley Mills, he was a rookie this year, drafted in the 5th round out of Notre Dame, and he just saw his action at the very end of this season, got his first NFL sack tonight in the Super Bowl. First career sack came in a Super Bowl. How'd that feel?
Better late than never.
Talk about this defense and just how dominant you guys were, not only in this game, but all season long.
Yeah, we had the best defense in the world. We had the best secondary, best guys up front, and I couldn't be in a better organization or team, so I appreciate everything they've done.
Even for you getting onto the field, better late than never, right? Like, talk about how your journey led to this moment.
Yeah, it's been a lot. I mean, a year ago, I wasn't even walking, so it's just a testament to our coaching staff and the training staff that helped me get here. I think 6 months ago, this wouldn't have seemed possible, but with their help, I mean, I can't believe it.
And how much does it mean that you had brothers to lean on to get to this point?
It meant everything. It definitely wasn't the easiest coming back, especially at that time of the year, but, to do it with them and have them help me and guide me along the way, I wouldn't ask for a better group.
Graduated from Lake Forest High School, I believe, in 2020. Is that right?
2020, and hold on.
Notre Dame. Then he went to Notre Dame University, Fighting Irish.
Urso needs the link. One second. One second, please.
He probably had a very busy weekend, which I'm sure you'll probe him about.
Yeah, he's putting he's putting AI pics of himself up on the net.
Oh no! He follow it like you? He's gonna have him riding in a Soviet wagon like he did with us.
Yeah, Jeff Urso's getting really good with AI, posting these fake beach pics.
Yeah, okay, buddy. How you doing?
What's up, playa?
What's happening, man?
And when I say playa, I mean like Snoop Dogg playa. You're on the beach, brother.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Gin and juice, yes.
Shouldn't you be wearing like a Duffers or Brodsky's hat to promote your business?
No, not at all.
No, I'm on the beach, bro. I do whatever.
Oh. And that ain't the Lake Forest beach in February.
It looks just as nice in the summer, though. I will say that.
It does, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
But not in February.
Urso, how was the game, man? Riley Mills, sack, bam. It had to be
I
huge.
loved it. I was in the kitchen. I didn't get to see it, but I heard all about it. So it was awesome. It was a good game. It's crazy as always. A lot of chicken wings, and we got through it, man. So I don't think I've seen a first half of a Super Bowl since I was like 15 years old. So
you're working.
Yeah. I'm in the kitchen in the first half. So
if you missed Riley Mills' sack, Pete's got it posted on our social media, so it's you can watch it 28 times.
It's all over the place. Lake Bluff resident.
Yeah, no.
Now, is he Village of Lake Bluff, or is he Knollwood with the Lake Bluff?
No, he's Lake Bluff.
He's
Okay.
OG.
Right.
He's OG.
Yeah. If he was in Knollwood, we'd build a statue for him already.
You and Dan Rogers would be out there with the chisel.
Yeah. Just right into a tree.
Yeah. But I mean,
you'd be part of one of those. What do you? A speed bump. You work it into one of your
humps.
Speed bumps.
They're speed humps, Joe. We got to make sure.
Dan corrected. Did you have any interaction with this young man when he was here in town?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's the same age as like Mac Uline and Jackson, Pre, and all those kids. So I remember them. They came to Pucks. I mean, they're in high school. I'm not going up and talking to high school students that often.
That's true. You can't serve them. So other than pizza and diet.
Right. So yeah, I remember seeing. I mean, I see all the coaches all the time, and man, they're the biggest fans of that kid. So the coaches were big fans of it. So it was good to see for them. Kid you coached in the Super Bowl and then gets a sack. That's so incredible.
But a year ago wasn't walking, and like he said in his interview,
well, he's on Notre Dame, baby. I mean, he had to sit out the national championship. I remember, because when ND went there, and I mean, he's on my favorite team. Now, I'm not a big Seahawks fan, obviously, but you know, I don't know, everyone was asking who you cheering for. I'm like, well, there's more Italians in Boston, so I guess I'm cheering for the Patriots. But that was about it.
But better late than never is what he said. That's hell of a quote, man.
Hey, if nothing else happens in his life, which I'm sure he's going to do more great things, but he can tell his grandkids, I had a sack in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to have a much bigger career than just this.
Yeah.
It's just the start of it. So
he's got that big ass ring.
Yeah, well, I think your AI made it a little more big ass than it really was.
No,
I've seen Super Bowl rings on some of the '85 Bears in their public appearances over the years, and it ain't that big, but
because the McCaskies are cheap. That's why.
No, Jeff, before you came on, I was asking Pete, maybe you can shed some light on this. I know you're not Scoo Walker, who is the total knowledge of Lake Forest Scout history, but I think this may be the greatest moment in Lake Forest Scout athletic history in professional sports. I mean, has any other scout been?
Yeah, so a kid I went to school with, Matt Grevers, is a Olympic gold medal.
Okay, that's cool.
He's won multiple gold medals for swimming.
Well, that's awesome.
Hilary Knight is currently in the Olympics right now. She played hockey at the Winter Club. She grew up in Lake Forest, so she's on the USA Olympic team. Lake Forest has had some really good athletes over the years. Now, if you want to relate it to like football, maybe. I mean,
has any scout ever even been in a Super Bowl before? There's a Scoo trivia question.
I can't answer that question. I don't know the answer, but we've definitely had some.
It's a great thing. It's obviously we're very proud of him.
Yeah,
and for everyone.
And that kid just got traded from Milwaukee to where did he go? He went.
Caleb
Boston.
Durbin got traded. Who's a scout, also Lake Forest scout baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Got traded from the arch rival of the Cubs, the Milwaukee Brewers, to the Boston Red Sox. So he'll be playing in Fenway Park.
Pocket his car in the yard.
Yeah, he'll have a cup of chowder if he does
he
well
came
there.
in number 2 in Rookie of the Year or something like that.
Yeah, he was high up in the voting. I mean, for his height. It's thoroughly impressive, nowadays every third baseman is 6 foot. He's not, he's not very tall. So, but no, he's awesome to watch.
And Boston, I think, has a little more cash flow than the Milwaukee Brewers. I'm just going out on a limb here.
Yeah, maybe.
Talking about cash flow and Goodell, did he sell out for the international market, or did he piss off the American?
I don't know. Listen, I'm in Mexico right now. I like Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny, I think is great. I was a big Pitbull fan, stuff like that. No, I think everyone else created the controversy. I think Bad Bunny put on a good performance. That being said, I hate when politics go into sports, period. I think it's just stupid. No one wants to hear their entertainers or their athletes talk about politics. But Bad Bunny himself is a great artist, man. He's got some big hits. I bet you're not listening to Cardi B and Bad Bunny anytime soon, Pete. But they jam, dude.
Well, both Bad Bunny and Kid Rock clearly broke your statement you just made that they both talk about politics.
I hate that.
I'm not talking about politics. I'm talking about business here, because Goodell did it to grow, to get South America and all that.
Sure, they've been playing games in Mexico the last couple of years,
and London and all that. But this particular act and what they did, maybe it was a success or maybe it wasn't, but what happened at halftime at the bar? Did you have anything?
No, we left it on. I wasn't going to start streaming Kid Rock, messing with the remotes and stuff. That being said, Kendrick Lamar did it last year. I'm a big country fan. I love country music too. I love rap. I love, Hispanic music. I love it all.
You love business.
Well, no, I think they should chop it up. I mean, the Super Bowl halftime's long enough where it's almost like tiresome if you hear too many songs from one artist. You know, I think Eminem, Dre, and Snoop Dogg had the best Super Bowl halftime I've seen in 50 Cent in forever in SoFi a few years ago. Chop it up, put 4 artists up there.
I still say the Prince one in the Super Bowl that the Bears lost was the best one, but that's maybe I'm a little biased.
And he didn't get electrocuted.
Because he sang Purple Rain in the Rain in Miami. Yes.
Yeah.
That was the last Super Bowl I watched. And it was the wettest.
So what do you mean watch? You watched every Super Bowl. What are you talking about?
No, I didn't.
You didn't watch the Super Bowl on Sunday?
No, I watched the score. I saw the score and I tuned into the turning point to see if any of that could be something. And that was the most interesting thing to me is you can have Goodell create this event and have something to drink his milkshake with this side gig that maybe got 10 million views, who knows, upwards of 30 million views. And I think next year it's going to be even bigger. And I think they screwed up because the advertisers are going to look at that and who knows who those 10, 30 million people are.
But the Super Bowl was the most watched halftime in the history of ever, right?
Depending on, no, they said it was down.
Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't know. Okay,
yeah,
maybe
it was down 3 million viewers. Look, whatever side of the aisle, you're going to find a headline that's going to disprove it. And I don't want to get into that, but what I do want to figure out is, with a blunt force hammer, you hit Americans with this Spanish broadcast to try to get the South American people who don't dig American football. So I wonder if, is this another Bud Light moment for the NFL?
I don't think so. I think American football is growing everywhere, and I think it's naturally going to grow south, just like baseball. I mean, look at baseball. Baseball's huge in Cuba. Baseball's huge in South America. I mean, baseball has grown into an international sport. It's huge in Japan. So I think the NFL is kind of following the way the MLB did it, and I think it's going to continue to grow.
All right. I just thought that was interesting from a business sort of view. Did you see any difference in the you had Seattle and New England, not exactly stellar markets. So
it was a terrible, like everyone I talked to, I mean, we were like kind of even of last year. Yeah. No one was really excited. You know what I mean?
Well, and it also was a blowout game. So,
even before
it was certainly a great moment for someone getting a sack in that game or scoring a touchdown in that game as a personal achievement. But objectively, as a game,
it sucked.
But look, let's go back. You're not old enough to remember, but back to the Super Bowl 20, the Bears won. They beat the Patriots 40 years ago, 46-10.
Joe, I feel like
all of us Bears fans, all of us Bears fans were hyped up about it. But how did the rest of the country feel when it's such a lopsided game? People like. I'm more interested in the Super Bowl that goes down to the wire or goes into overtime and, than a blowout game. But.
Yeah, I'm just not into this. I think the Super Bowl has too much hype as it is. And it's, like I said, if the Packers were playing or the Lions or someone in our division or, and everyone's tired of the Patriots and the Chiefs. I get that. So it's like, it just wasn't a game that you were like, from the Seattle Seahawks, you're like, It was hard to get into.
Even though not a single member of that New England Patriots team, I believe, is left from when the Tom Brady era.
Probably not.
Maybe one or two, but it's a totally different team.
And Boston just rakes it in championships and sports,
And that wasn't always the case. I mean, the Red Sox were as bad as the Cubs and the White Sox for many years.
Yeah, but the Celtics and all this.
Celtics, sure, absolutely. Yeah, but the Patriots, I'm old enough to remember the Patriots never winning a Super Bowl. I remember their first one. So their first appearance was against the Bears, but their first one was I don't even think Brady was there yet. I think it was right before Brady came on. But
No, I think it was Brady, right? Belichick not Belichick.
I have to go back and look. He came in. Remember, he came
yeah,
in
it was
an
what's his
injury.
name? Drew.
Drew
Yeah,
Bledsoe.
Bledsoe got hurt, and then Brady went
Yeah,
in.
but back to we'll see, and let's see. Let's hope most. How did it? Well, let's ask you since you're here as the bar owner. How did Duffers fare? Was it a good day for you as a bar owner?
Yeah, it was good. It wasn't over the. I mean, the Bears playoff games were louder, busier, and better. But we were full and people came to watch. We had a big Navy crowd, so those guys are from
service.
They're from all over the country. So it's they get a little rowdy. So we gotta tame them down a little bit.
As they should.
So, the Navy boys were all in there full force. So most of them were cheering for the Patriots. So maybe they just like the name.
Patriots, sure, the red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
Well, and Seattle has a lot. Well, Chris, Boston does too. Both of those are very liberal cities, but of course, I don't think there's any conservative city, but that's
all the shipyards are in the Northeast, so
yeah, that's true. Boeing and all that stuff, but isn't Boeing out in Washington State?
Boeing moved to Chicago, then it moved to
where
Texas,
they build the
yeah, I think Joe's
jets,
right. Boeing's out there somewhere.
Oh, the
factories
where they build
there,
them, they're still out there. The headquarters,
yeah.
I don't know where they moved, where Chicago kicked them out of. So the Navy people that showed up at the bar, where'd they park, Jeff? Anything come up with parking from the last?
No, they Uber. Navy guys always Uber. So that's the great thing about them. That's probably why they get a little too wild sometimes because they know they're Ubering home.
But for city council and parking, anything come up from that? Anything new that you heard?
No, I mean I've read some stuff on Facebook and online and stuff. Nothing crazy. Like I said last time, I think it's a good move, and I think the city's doing the right thing, to be honest with you, because it's not a problem till it's a problem. So they're and it's not a problem for everybody. Like Joe, on a Tuesday night, there's plenty of parking everywhere, and Joe decides to park over by Walgreens and walk over to Duffers just because he likes walking, but other people want to park close to businesses. And it's not just Duffers and Kuro and stuff. It's everywhere up and down Western. So I think that's going to be huge. And I think of every other city has the same. Libertyville had a huge problem. They built that massive parking garage. So
let me ask a touchy question because I'm a touchy-feely kind of guy.
Bring it on. I'm not scared of you.
All right. Let's talk about the valets. There's no rules for valets in Lake Forest, is there?
That's changing.
Well, it might be changing. No.
What's changing? I don't know what it was. So
I think they're working on.
They should license them. They should license the valet.
I think they're going to. I think that was in the discussion.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, and the reason, and I'm not trying to gain any fees off this. You could license them for $1. I couldn't care less about that. But if they're not following the rules, then the city can yank the license and say, well, sorry, you didn't play by our rules. You can't work here now. Yeah. So that's why they should do the licensing. I mean, we obviously bumped head with some valets. Lucky for me, I had 25-year-old girls to go outside and bully them all day, and then they eventually just quit. But that's just how it goes.
What's the beef with the valets from a small, not you, Jeff, but the small businessman in town? What's the beef?
The problem with valet is they love cones. They think they can put cones everywhere, whether it's street parking or private parking, and they're like, this is ours and this is what we do. And it's like, well, you're here to go find the far spot, not to take all the closed spots and just valet them. You know what I mean? Why would someone want to pay money for you to park right in front? I don't get that. So, cones may or may not have disappeared. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what happened with those cones.
Fair enough.
Well, let's see how they regulate it, and I'm sure they're going to look at what other towns have done. And it's never, you go to Lake Forest Hospital, they have valet parking, and they have one of the two front lots right by the entrance there is sectioned off, and it says valet parking only. Now that's owned by the hospital. That's their property. They're deciding that this will be the valet lot. But there's still plenty of other parking. If you don't want a valet and you're willing to walk, there's tons. I've never been there. Fortunately, I don't go there a lot. But when I have had to go there, there's always been parking somewhere. And you can't say that for every hospital. Some hospitals charge for any type of parking, and it becomes a commodity and stuff. So I guess we'll see. And that's obviously a very different animal than downtown Lake Forest, where it is public property, as you said. So maybe part of this exercise creates a lot for the valets. And
well, they should park where the employees park on that train lot. I mean, it's that simple. So, there we have that massive lot. Again, from Woodland to Chiefs Pub, basically. I mean, it's the whole east side of Lake Forest, all off McKinley. Anyone that wants to valet can valet there. Now, Lake Colonial, that doesn't make sense, but they have a city lot right next to them. Deer Path has a lot of their own parking. You guys were talking about private lots last time. That old gas station. When's Deer Path just going to buy that thing and make that into a valet lot?
I think the EPA has to
need a good environmental
not for parking. You can
I don't know. That's a good question, though. My understanding was there is EPA issues with former gas station sites.
Yeah. It's hard to build on them for sure. Yeah. But pave that puppy and park some cars there. Let's go.
Yeah, baby.
You come out, your car's all glowing, and
yeah. So, yeah.
Hey, any feedback from Comrade Coghill's show?
Well, I think you did. You got some feedback in your front lawn.
Did he troll you? He just put a sign.
He put a sign in my front lawn. I respect.
I mean, you got
well played, Morgan. Well
hilarious.
played, buddy. If I was voting in the Democratic primary, I'd be voting for you just for that.
Yeah, no, the guy's funny. I mean, I think he just passionately doesn't really know everything
business.
He's talking about. Well,
he owns a business, but he doesn't know numbers.
But what I said last time,
he's going to see some numbers on election night that ain't too nice.
Well,
but,
I think a lot of his motives are for himself, right? Like this whole, insurance for all. It's because he's a small business owner, and then you don't have to pay the cost for your employees or yourself. Like he's going to benefit the most if that passes. So I get his financial motivation behind some of what he's saying, but then for I don't know. I think once you start quizzing him, he's just.
They're all like that. Hey,
he's not an idealist. He's a real. He's not a realist. He's an idealist. So.
Well, just go look at New York City. Look at the wall of garbage, and that's the start of things.
but there's some things different, like the New York City thing. I agree. Buses should be free. Like I don't know how we can't figure that out in 2026. Like they should make public transportation free. Like that's. If we didn't have so many middlemen, we could actually do services like that.
How about just take the fraud money and pay for it? Acknowledge the fraud.
Sure. I mean, there's fraud everywhere. I guarantee you there's
my
fraud.
point.
Well, there's fraud in Minnesota. I guarantee you there's fraud in Wyoming. Some ranchers getting subsidized by the government for $10 million and no one's looking. You know what I mean? There's fraud everywhere, dude.
Well, then why aren't we collecting on this fraud? Because that's a lot of cabbage that's floating around out there.
Because they make programs so big and it's hard to oversee them. That's what happens.
But Joe, what's going on?
There's two types of fraud. There's deliberate fraud where somebody is siphoning off money for themselves for unintended purposes. But then there's there's the latent fraud of, programs that could be run more efficiently, but people are just too lazy to drill down, or there's sacred cows within a program that they don't want to touch. So, but they have the same result, and that is higher costs, higher taxes. And I'm sure, look, if you go into most private business, you worked in a large company, Pete, I am sure there was stuff you personally saw that you said, our company could do better with that, but it is what it is. So, I got to get people with money. There's going to be challenges like that.
I got to witness the newspaper demise, and I see a lot of the same things. And this government thing's been going on. Well, newspapers and governments, go hand in hand. My point is politically, why okay, we found this stuff in Minnesota and we know it's all over the place. What politically, why aren't we taking more action on this? Or there is action being taken, it's just taking too long? Because I'm seeing a lot of the younger Trump base falling off because they don't see any action from 23-year-old Nick Shirley going knocking on doors, finding the fraud, but we're not collecting on it.
Well, I mean, Donald Trump was posting on Truth Social about it quite frequently. So, I mean, what action is there? I think there's an investigation going on now in Minnesota, and investigations don't happen at the snap of a finger. They're ongoing, and you probably will see some indictments of people as it progresses. It's not instant pudding where, it just happens overnight. I mean, just look at how long the Madigan investigation took in Illinois to finally blow his cover of what he truly was, which was a fraud. So it'll take time. I mean, that's you want to do it right. You don't want to rush it and screw it up and have everybody found not guilty. So
there's nothing politically slowing things down that.
Well, the problem is we're in such a contentious environment, and the Congress is so close in terms of which party controls it and everything, that while it was good that Trump highlighted it, it also then makes it a referendum about Donald Trump. So suddenly someone who normally would be upset about fraud is thinking that Trump is motivated politically and that he has fraud in his administration. And maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. I don't know. But everything becomes politicized. And when you're in such a close political environment, as we are nationwide right now, I mean, Congress could go either way. That in itself slows things down and brings gridlock to stuff.
All right. Blah. Urso, you got an opinion on this, or you just give me custody?
It's so polarized. I don't even care, to be honest with you.
All right,
I mean, it's every day. I mean, they're both doing bad things on both sides. I mean, I don't know. You see bad stuff every day, and
I just what I'm saying. Why if there's a microscope on it, like the 10th district and Brad Schneider, instead of posting all this stuff, in the Middle East.
The thing with Schneider on this, I was thinking about that after watching the Coghill interview afterwards. Yeah. And obviously I disagree with Schneider on a lot of issues, but Schneider is just the guy that gives out the grants or helps get the grants for his district. He's not the Lake County administrator or the Cook or the whatever New Trier Township or whatever townships make up his district in Cook County. He's just a congressman that goes and votes, and like all congressmen from both parties, try to get as much money back for their district. So I don't think, now there certainly could be, and there has been in the past, some congressmen that ultimately get indicted because they were steering contracts to donors or to friends or business associates, relatives. It's certainly worth looking at, but the congressional ethics forms that they have to fill out are so detailed. You can go online and look at his. I don't know if he would be directly involved, other than he may just do it and not check, whereas maybe some other congressmen do a little more due diligence.
That's my point. In the 10th district, the federal money that we're paying our taxes for, that's going to all this stuff, where does the buck stop in the 10th district? Is it?
Well, look at Lake County. Look at all the money that Sandy Hart and the Lake County Board, the Democrats took that over about 10 years ago. Look at all the programs they've created and all the money they're spending on things. They're spending money giving to bring broadband to people's houses. I don't know if that's the best use of taxes is paying for somebody's broadband.
I'd rather pay for somebody's broadband than somebody over in Somalia. What I want to know, who's overseeing all this stuff to make sure that this stuff is legit?
Good question. Each federal agency is supposed to have an inspector general.
Okay.
It does do that. So it's the agency. I don't know how Lake County is structured, that if they have an inspector general or
how about Shields, Jeff? How's that work in Shields?
As far as what, money?
Yeah, money.
We ain't got none.
I know. So I mean, there's an auditor? They look at the books and say, okay,
Well,
here
that's
it
what
is.
trustees are for. Trustees.
Yeah.
So you have the supervisor and the four trustees. Four trustees, they have a responsibility, a fiduciary responsibility to check every bill that's paid, and they're basically the checks and balances system, and everything's transparent, and that's it. But that's what trustees are meant to do, and it's same in Lake Forest. I'm sure it's aldermen probably get to look at all the bills that are paid and et cetera. And at the end of the day, that's
But Jeff, let me ask the checks that are going out. You're making sure they're a legit business, because it only takes a couple $100, right, to get an LLC and make up a bank account and make invoices.
Like when I took over initially, like we had a cleaning service that wasn't legit, right? I mean, it was just like they were just paying a person. They weren't even 1099ing this person, and I was like, whoa, we can't do that, guys. So right away we hired a cleaning company that's very, very tiny scale,
What, did you just hire them, or did you do like competitive bids?
Well, you put RFPs out for services when it exceeds a certain threshold, and I don't know, the lawyer always told us what that number is, but once it exceeds a certain threshold, you put an RFP out for a competitive bid. Services, I don't think. Certain services you don't have to RFP, but any purchases you do. So if you're doing a truck, you have to do a request for bid, stuff like that. But you're allowed to hire your own attorney, architect, stuff like that. Any like service people. So there's different rules, but that's what lawyers are for, to tell you, make sure you're doing it right. You kind of run it by legal. The lawyers, you just get to see the lawyers once a month, and they're like, hey, here's what we want to do. And they give you a green light or a red light.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day.
Oof. Coming right up on Saturday. So,
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say not a big day for the bar business. Or is it?
Well, it's on Saturday this year, so we'll see. Listen, single people go out and drink too.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean?
Drink away that you don't have a Valentine date, or
I
that you do, or celebrate that you don't have a Valentine date.
No, I will say this: most married couples will probably get in trouble if the husband convinces his wife to go to Chiefs, Lantern, or Duffers for Valentine's Day. So
yeah, I would be in that category.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone that's been married for a while is going to go to some of the nicer places in town. But you know what? Young people go out, single people go out. It's not a bad day. It's a Saturday, and guess what? USA hockey is on that day, so we'll be all cheering for hockey.
I was going to say that I don't see people going to your place to watch downhill skiing, but
where do they go to see downhill skiing?
It's on channel 297.
Olympic downhill skiing. Let me clarify that.
I watched that last night. Actually, it's pretty cool.
Do you have money on it?
But hockey. I
don't know what the line is.
It's no different than coming to watch a Blackhawks game, except we're all cheering.
Oh, it's electric though. Once USA starts playing Canada and stuff like that, the only thing I'm pissed off about is like the Four Nations thing they did last year and this year with Russia. You don't have to let them go under the Russian flag. I get that part of it. But let those players go non-international, kind of like they let North Korean athletes in. They just don't compete under their country's flags. Let these Russian hockey players play.
I thought they were doing that. I thought they had some athletes uncommitted status or something.
They do for the other sports, but hockey, they did that
for individual versus team.
They did Four Nations last year, for the All-Star break, and they're doing it again, and they don't let the Russian players together. So you got to put a little asterisk next to every win. Kind of sucks. It's like,
so we can't have a 1980 Miracle on Ice moment.
Listen, I want to beat the Russians. You know what I mean? Let them in. I want USA to beat them.
Get Al Michaels back out on there, and
they got two of the best goalies in the NHL. I mean, they got such depth. I mean, it's like it's a shame that those hockey players aren't playing.
Valentine's Day. Okay, the episode's coming out. It's Valentine's Day. To get a reservation? I'm sure it's already too late. But what are the go-tos? Are cards still a thing? Do people?
Yes.
Okay.
Jeff, I always go to I go to sweets. I get that taffy toffee. I don't know what you call it. It's addictive though. You start eating it and you want to eat it all. I always go to sweets. I go hit. Yeah, you ever go to sweets? They got those boxes of. Is it taffy? Taffy, right? Taffy.
I tried to park over there, but there's a freaking tree.
You can't park. You can't.
Not with that Cybertruck, that takes up 3 spots.
Why does this guy hate trees so much? So I go there.
I love parking.
I always grab some flowers from Eileen at Lake Forest Flowers, and then do our thing. So that's it's kind of a ritual every year.
Now, let's talk flowers, because you can go to you can pay up to see the Luby family. Dad, how you doing?
You mean,
Still
translation, support a local business.
Yeah. Before you got to stop.
Yeah,
at the
Alvarez family has a flower shop, and Luby's have a flower shop. I always try to get flowers from one of them, and I mean, but I've bought flowers from Heinen's. I've bought flowers from Jewel. I mean,
that's kind of where I was going. Is a little. It's not really an unknown secret because I bring it up every year, but like, how many vases do you need? Take an old vase, go to Mariano's in Bannockburn, drop it off 3-4 days beforehand, and say,
listen,
fill her up, baby. See you in 2 days.
Yeah. Then you might as well go get a Tiffany box, right?
Yeah.
Go see the guy over at the corner, get a knockoff ring, throw it in Tiffany. The old lady's not going to know the difference, right?
Okay, I got the
they
teal
want the
blue
box,
ribbons.
Pete. They want the box.
They want the box and the ribbon.
They want to see Lake Forest flowers. So, you go to Mariano's on Valentine's Day. You might have a little heat for that. So
what do you know? I'm talking about a custom made. They do custom arrangements. That's all that I'm saying.
Listen, I understand that, and they do a good job. So, like, if you're a young person and and
you're
got
hating
a
against
girlfriend,
Mariano's.
No, but if you got a girlfriend and you're just working to get yourself going, absolutely, man, hit up those grocery stores. But once you get your wife that Tiffany box or Lake Forest Flowers, I feel like you set the bar every year.
Now I know what the Weiss family does. After they get their scratch offs at the gas station, they go over to Costco.
Who's the Weiss family? I don't even know who they are.
In other states, just duly noted.
Oh, the Weiss. Oh, Weiss. I got it.
He's doing the German accent.
The German. Got it.
He sells the Weisses. So what? So do you go to Costco, Joe? Come on, you're a Costco guy. You get that plastic boucher.
Costco should have been in Lake Forest, first of all. Then I would have been supporting a local business. But we did the Costco flowers one year, and they didn't last too long. They died very quickly. And there's two. It's instead of a dozen, it's like 18. And it's like, okay, that's nice that I'm getting 18 instead of 12, but a dozen would have been fine. So we do Costco for a lot of things.
Six are for your girlfriend, Joe.
6 are for my daughter, and 12 are for my wife.
Well played, sir.
No, seriously. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll figure it out, and we'll do Lake Forest flowers.
Urso, you do a card? You do a card, Urso?
Lake Forest Flowers gives you a card.
Always do a card. Oh, do they? Okay.
Are you talking to like the freebie
the
card?
The little guy, yeah. No, okay. I don't. I'm not a poet.
We got to do the thoughtful. I try to do the funny spouse card.
I bought a card for my wife for her birthday, and honestly, like, we were running around and blah blah blah. I forgot to fill it. I forgot to even sign it. I just put it in an envelope, and she's like, "Thanks for the card." I'm like, "Shit."
Can you use it for next year?
No, just to show me what an idiot I am. She taped it up on the fridge, so everyone could see. So everyone asked, like, "Who's that from?" "Oh, that's my husband." He didn't even sign it.
Well played, Supervisor.
Yeah. She's all about life lessons. Like, do you think I'm on vacation? No, I'm on a wellness journey. I've already worked out, played pickle. I'm about to have to go do 20 laps to the pool and go.
Are you in? Where are you right now? I know it's warm.
Cancun, man.
Oh,
yeah.
I love Mexico.
He's nice.
Yeah. So no, it's great. They got great service.
So where's the go-to places to eat after you had lunch at Duffer's?
Valentine's Day?
Yeah. What's the?
I mean, it's your typical places, man. I'm sure all the nice places are booked. You're gonna make me name
Lake
them?
Colonial, Sophia.
I
mean,
I
all
don't.
the places you hate that your wife loves.
Yeah,
That's it.
Well, I love Sophia, and I don't hate Lake Colonial. It's not
Yeah.
my
No,
taste
they're
per
all.
se, but it's a very nice restaurant and very nice people working there.
Yeah.
Okay, they pay
So
their
I've
taxes.
I've never, I'm not able to go on a Saturday night. I can't bring my wife out to Valentine's dinner, so we'll celebrate on a Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day observed.
Yeah. I don't want to go with all those people in the same room.
Geha's melting pot. The smell of grease in your hair.
Melting. We go to Melting Pot. It's in Schaumburg. There used to be one in Buffalo Grove. That's one of my wife's favorites. Is Melting Pot.
But isn't that a one and done because you stink so bad coming out of there?
You do need to. Yes, your clothes smell afterwards of all the oils and fondue. But it is a fun experience. We used to take the kids. They'd have like a Sunday afternoon special years ago. I don't know if they still do. And we take the kids when they were younger, and they had it was fun watching the stuff getting cooked and everything, and pretty good.
Urso, you can do fondue at the joints, can't you? That'll bring down labor costs.
Yeah, that'd be fun. You know what
Here's
we'll do? We're going to sauce your wings for you at your table. We're going to come out with a sauce. We're going to have the bowl. Dump it right there. There you go. There's your sauce. It's going to be an experience over at Duffers.
Then you go to Benihana or one of those places, or what's the place in Vernon Hills, Sukasa?
Yeah.
I just want to see the onion volcano. That's all I want to see.
Oh, the choo-choo.
we had a funny thing at Duffers. So someone wrote a 1-star review this week.
Oh, thank you. You're welcome.
No, it's hilarious. So they came in at like 10 o'clock and ordered some extravagant margarita. Well, we become basically a beer and shop bar after 9 o'clock on a Saturday. So the girls are like, "No, I'm not making that." So this lady writes like an essay, like someone cares, like 4 paragraphs. She must have dumped it in chat and been like, "Please expand on this. Please expand on this." I was reading this thing. I'm like, holy crap. And then I looked up other places. Do you ever do that? Whenever someone writes a bad review, you look up where else they've reviewed. It's hilarious. So I'm not gonna.
You feel like welcome to the club, and you're bonding with other restaurant owners who've had
That's
experience.
where the Karen name came from. You're just like, listen, Sebastian Maniscalco said it best, right? He's like, "Oh, we went to this joint and we didn't like the risotto. We did. We got the hell out of there. We did not go home and write a 5-page paragraph essay about it and call grandma and be like, hey, listen, this place, the risotto. What are you doing? This is the best.
I've
What
never.
are you doing with your life here?"
If you don't like a restaurant, say you have a bad experience, just don't go back. Okay, you don't have to trash them.
Speak up when you're there. Speak up when you're there.
Pete's right. You're like, hey, listen.
Especially when it's a small, locally
any place.
Owned. Well, if it's a chain, they probably.
You got to give them a chance. You got to give them a chance, Joe.
I literally last night, I'm here in Mexico, and this table next to me is just, we're at an all-inclusive, right?
Yeah.
So this guy next to me is just going off on the waiter, like, it has been 35 minutes he's just abusing this guy. And me and my wife are just like, all right. And so finally I had enough. I look over at him, I'm like, hey, bud, ask for a refund on the meal. And then he looks at me because it's all inclusive.
Yeah.
He's like, wow. I'm like, what are you looking for? And I speak Spanish. So I was talking to the staff, saying like really mean things about the guy in Spanish. So they're all laughing at him while this is happening. So I'm like, oh, this is hilarious. We should just go out to eat and do that. We need to find. So I wanted to start a website called Karen Table for One. And like, just for
let's do it.
Just for these type of people. Like, I want to find these people, anyone that does this, and I want to highlight everything. Like, have you seen how Measley responds to some of his people?
What?
Oh my God. So if someone writes them like a 1-star review, he'll reply, be like, get out of your mom's basement. He just starts going off on these guys. He's like,
magnificent.
A while ago, you used to get really upset. No, if someone genuinely had a bad experience, like, we genuinely want to fix it. Like, hey, stuff happens. Hey, we put pepperoni on the wrong side. one, you don't have to call the 14-year-old girl answering the phone and yell at her. Just call me and I'll cop you. I'll get you a new pizza, whatever. I don't care. But like when you go and write these freaking reviews, you just set yourself up for everyone laughing at you, just so you know.
KarenTableFor1.com. Let's go.
I'm telling you, and then every restaurant owner should upload their bad reviews and then search this person on Facebook and LinkedIn and just there you go.
In my next ADHD tangent, I'm on that show.
I love it.
Okay, so
look at Joe. He's like Joe, you're acting like I act when you guys talk about politics. You're just sitting there like, not touching this.
Like I said, I won't. I know all the. I worked in fast food. I never worked in sit down restaurants, but back in the day, I worked in fast food, and I've always felt, don't take it out on the staff or on a small business owner. Just. If you don't like it, don't go back and find a place that you do like. And
you screw it up, make it right. That's it. Move on.
But if you don't give them the feedback then and there, number one, you don't give them a chance to correct it, and then number two, how are they going to know it's wrong?
Well,
because nobody's coming into the restaurant. How about that?
No, but Pete's right. No, I agree with Pete 100%. If you said, hey, these wings are cold or something, no.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair to say
it because then I can go address it with a cook.
Sure.
Like, hey man, this beer isn't as cold as it should be. Let me go look at the cooler. Maybe the line, something's wrong.
No, that's fair.
I want to fix things, so I want people to bring things to my attention. What I don't want is 12-page essays. So that's
right. I mean, to crap on a local business on Google or Yelp, that's not me. I won't.
Well, us local businesses just laugh at them. So that's.
Have you seen an influx of reviews with GPT? You brought it up, but I just wonder if you see more of them or more bots on the other side. The restaurants putting bot reviews.
I haven't. I hope this podcast didn't just open the door for that. But no, I have not. I don't know, but you know what I do see on my like TikTok feed. There's companies out there right now that will do fake reviews for you for positive to try to bring people up. So if someone's like at 4.1, they're like, hey, for $200, I'll dump another 200 reviews on you, positive reviews, and it'll bring you to like a 4.5.
What about this thing where if you give a good review, you get a free appetizer or some kind of discount? I've seen that.
So we never did that. We used to say, if you leave us a review, we'll give you like something. We just said review. We didn't say good review. So like I used to do that at Donati's. No, you can leave a 2-star review and I'll still give you something because I told you I would. But most people are kind and don't do that. So that's fine. I mean, you have to engage in this because it's not for the people everyone in town knows what they like. They know where they're going to go. They're like, okay, I want this kind of vibe, or I want that vibe. I want this food, or I want that food. That's for the like Navy family traveling from, on the graduation day. They're going to Google blah, blah, blah.
Right.
So if your last 5 reviews are crap, like that Navy family might skip over you. That's where it hurts small businesses. And it's like, I don't know. I just don't know why these people do that stuff. I just laugh at them. So.
Speaking of reviews, how about Leno stopping by Big Ed's? You see that?
Yeah.
I did. That was pretty cool, man.
That was cool.
He was playing at Genesee, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's all. Big Ed's got a lockdown on that barbecue market, man.
And that's a nice looking place, man.
It is. Have you been to the new place?
Yeah.
Not the little old Pizza Hut that they used to be
I tried to rent the old place. He wouldn't return my phone calls. I mean, I
went busy,
through brokers. Man. I went through brokers. I went through everything. They're like, yeah, I don't know. We'll get to you maybe in the spring. I'm like, so like we picked up another bar in Mundelein. I was trying to pick one up in Waukegan. No, nothing. 0. So I was like, wow, man, why do you even have a for lease sign? So, but he kills it. He crushes it. He probably, he does whatever he wants. That's what happens.
Big Ed, we need you on the show, baby. Come on. You're not.
He did an event, catered an event last summer at Elawa Farm here in Lake Forest. My wife got a picture with him because she happened to be there, and he's a good dude.
You know what's awesome about him? So if you go to Restaurant Depot in Gurnee, like most of us use I use Greco. Some people use Cisco, as Pete always says. People get Cisco. All
Just
these trucks deliver.
75%.
I go to Restaurant Depot, for like little things when I run out of something, or if I got to buy a shaker for the bar. Big Ed is there with his own Big Ed truck, with his own Big Ed employees, inspecting every little product he's got, loading onto that truck. Now, this is why this guy's going to be, this is such good stuff. And I can tell you why. He's not looking to scale his business, right? And what I mean by that is he could probably put up 10 Big Eds, right? He could franchise this thing out. He could put 10 locations up. He's so dialed in to his one location, and he's such a perfectionist. I'm literally the guys there checking out every bit of spice and tomato and blah, blah, blah going onto his truck. I'm like, that's why he crushes it. The guy just crushes it.
And he does something I thought is really cool is every year he does this thing where he gives away gift cards to other restaurants in Lake County. To help promote little restaurants.
Ed, why the hell are you doing that?
Well, because he I think, look, we all saw during COVID how the little guy got hurt bad with the shutdowns, and we lost a lot of nice restaurants during that period. And I think he stepped up and said, "Hey, let's."
Oh, that makes sense. Urso was the
but he's still doing that.
COVID.
He's still doing where because these other places are not a threat to him. I mean, you don't, Jeff. You don't diss other places. You guys kind of all talk to each other. You talk to Joe, and you guys aren't trashing each other. I mean, there's plenty of.
Joe just landed in Cancun last night, so we're about to hang out in about a half hour.
But I'm just saying, there's the pie's pretty big. You can cut it up and not have to, trash each other. And I think Big Ed's taking it a step further, helping out.
Yeah, Jeff, send out some Lake Colonial gift cards.
He doesn't do it to big places like Lake Colonial. He does
I think we do it on the show, right? We're always promoting
it's little places that you've never heard of in Waukegan and Mundelein and Libertyville, and maybe he does you. I don't know.
I think we do a good job. We plug all the smaller spots in Lake Forest on. We plug them pretty hard. I just don't use the F word. You know that. But other than that, I'll plug every other place in town.
They're a nice place too.
Well, there's 2 F words I don't use, I guess. But
and I want to give a shout out once again because we had breakfast there over the weekend to Elawa, the cafe at Elawa.
I was going to say that didn't start with that.
Yeah, they're a great choice. I mean, they're open for breakfast and lunch every day except for Monday and Tuesday. They're closed on those 2 days, but go there on the weekend. Go there the rest of the week. You got great hamburgers, great breakfast. Eggs and all the stuff you expect, great, good coffee, everything. I mean, it's a nice option, especially, we don't have a lot of dining options on the west side here.
The far west side.
In the
cell phone
sticks as you view us, but Elawa is a great option.
But you can get on the highway pretty quick over there.
Yeah, but I want to stay in town. I mean, I understand supporting local. I understand what it does and how it helps you. It pays itself back. I'd rather spend a couple extra bucks if within reason of staying local, because that stays back into the community and lowers my taxes in the long run. So, Ella was a great option. And they have a great cause. They do wonderful work. Maybe we'll get Laura back on. I know you had her on many years ago with SCOO, but
Laura
Calvert does a nice job there.
I want Maria. Come on, Maria. Quit. You're not that good.
Maria. Oh, Lake Forest Food and Wine?
Yeah,
Maria?
Come on now. Let's talk your sandwiches. Come on.
I met Maria. She catered a party of a friend.
She says she's shy, but yet she does all the duck lip pictures on Instagram. Come on, Maria. Come on. Come on, show. Come on, show.
We should just do the show at a new restaurant every week. We should just set up shop and go do it. It'd be more fun.
Well, somebody threw out there to do a live stream on this. Do this later in the day. Do it at night and get some.
Have a couple pops.
Have a couple pops. People, come in, ask questions in the chat, and then they try.
You got to put it on a 10-second delay or something in case.
No, there's
something
no
goes horribly wrong.
Listen, Pete, we just need to get like those cool like armchair couches. We'll be them in the back of Duff, dude, and just sit there.
Put in one of the bays there.
But it's got to be more than just your little phone on a nestled up against a beer mug like we did that one time at Duffers.
Yeah. No, we need a camera guy. That way we get different angles. Pete's talking now. Joe's talking.
Well, you got the whiz Nina over there.
Yeah, she could do it. She could do it. You want Nina to run? Well, let's do a test run with Nina. I bet you it'll kick ass.
What event could we tie it into that's coming up? I don't know.
We show up at Duffers in the back by the
USA hockey going for gold. That's the event, dude.
Is it going to be though too loud for people to hear us because everybody's going to be screaming and cheering and the
no, I know.
Nobody listens to us, Joe.
Yeah,
well, maybe when you speak.
Yeah, but no, some people that all they do is listen to us. I talk to a lot of people that just listen to us on Spotify or on YouTube while they're driving.
Oh, so they're not seeing my facial expressions when you guys are
talking.
No, that's the market. That's the long form content market that has us in their routine.
Hey, speaking of short form, I saw this morning a story, and you could maybe drill down on it, that TikTok is going to add a local content feature. So maybe we should get in on that and be.
So local content, like.
So wherever you are, it knows where you are and it gives you content that's local. Now their definition of local might be Chicago area.
Your dog crapped on my lawn.
I don't know. I saw the story this morning somewhere, and you can follow up and do the research.
They want to be video for next door is what they want. Clean up your damn lawn. Shovel.
Oh God, that's next door. The happiest day of my life was the day I stopped following all the.
Who uses next door?
Oh, a lot of people, unfortunately.
League of Women Voters.
My
yard sign was stolen.
They stole my yard sign.
For either party, which is a waste of time. But
I don't know. Hey, I ain't got time for that.
Last one, and get your thoughts on it. Ring has this feature that if you lose your dog, you alert everybody around, and it
was a Super Bowl ad. Yeah.
And then the privacy people got all up in arms. You got an opinion on that?
Look, it's not Ring, but Google Nest, how that's in the news right now with Savannah Guthrie's mother and the video of that guy coming up to her door. I mean, that ship has sailed on privacy, and I'm glad.
Yeah,
we're taping this on Wednesday, so by Saturday there may be new developments in the case. But they put at first they thought because she canceled the subscription that the video was lost, but the FBI leaned on Google, and I think President Trump leaned on Google to find it, and they finally found it. So. I mean, is it a bad thing that they had this doorbell camera there and was able to capture this? I think that was a good thing because God knows they wouldn't have no leads right now.
Well, everybody that has Ring, it's the PSA. The feature is there. You just have to activate it. So if you lose your dog, instead of going on Facebook, you can do a ring blast. Urso, you got a thoughts? You got a lot of cameras in your joints.
Yeah, listen, I'm not like. I just signed up for this thing at the airport where they do the facial recognition so I don't have to wait in line. Dude, follow me. I hope the government watches me more. They're going to see how hard I'm working and send my ass more money, dude. Like, I don't know why.
I spoke to someone who spoke to someone with Homeland Security a few years ago. Yeah. And apparently he showed him how they could follow him out of O'Hare Airport into his cab all the way to downtown and track where he went everywhere downtown because of all the different cameras that
I love it, man. If someone kidnaps me, at least they know where I am then. That's great news. Like, who cares? I mean, unless you're like, smuggling something, you're doing something illegal.
Yeah, I mean, what do you got to hide? Now, I suppose you could, in theory, weaponize that, and it could become whoever's in power does it against the people who are not in power, which could
catching a politician with like the side chick. Is that what you're saying?
No, but like, look at North Korea. I mean, where if you dissent from the government, they execute you. So, or Hong Kong is not being the Chinese government ain't too friendly right now with dissidents there. So, I mean, I could see where that could get weaponized if it fell into the wrong hands.
Just letting everybody know, Lake Forest,
Wow.
like Bluff, you lose your pet, there is a feature on Ring that you can use, and if you're not,
What a segue! Love it.
That's all. That's all I'm saying.
Is this segment has Ring become one of our sponsors here? Or
I think it's an important one. I think it could be a valuable thing to utilize the network concept. The more people that get added to the network, the more valuable it is. So I think that's a.
What about Google Nest? The Guthrie family obviously had Google Nest, as we're all learning.
Well,
I like Ring. Ring's good. I got Ring.
Ring is good for the wireless aspect of it. You got to kind of wire in the Nest. But all right, boys, great job, great job. Jeff, any advice for customs?
Customs, yeah. I mean,
leave the drugs at home.
Yeah, no. I was like, let's put our luggage overhead, but she wanted to bring her sprays and shampoos and everything else.
Oh.
So of course the carousel broke, and we were at the airport for like an hour and a half when we got here. And I'm just looking at my wife the whole time, shaking my head. I'm like, I would have just bought you new shampoo. So, but somehow that became my fault for not thinking that ahead. So whatever.
So.
Yeah.
So check a bag or don't check a bag?
I never check bags. It is the worst.
Yeah, but then there's certain things you can't. I mean, you could bring like what's the limits on the shampoo bottles and the
3 ounces?
Yeah. Well, that's what I said. Just buy it. Like you get here and just, I don't know.
No, what I'm talking about is coming. Well, we don't know. You don't.
Oh, I'm not bringing anything home. Nothing but a suntan. That's it.
You leave at the terminal 1 or 3, but you come back on 5. I'm just wondering if the lines were long.
I don't know. I haven't got back yet.
I know.
I went to Cancun last year too, and I don't know. But
Two words: TSA Global.
Well, yeah. Well, so that's what this quest is. It's not global. It's like the TSA pre-check too. Dude, the line for security was probably 45 minutes. I got through in 3 minutes. It was great.
Yeah,
so I was at Chili's having a couple beers. It was great.
Worth every penny.
Yeah. So, and then I got like Chase Sapphire Reserve card. Greatest credit card ever. So that gets you like the
At least you don't have to take your shoes off anymore. Thank you, Christy. No.
Dude, some guy next to me on the plane wasn't wearing shoes or socks.
Oh, God.
Those people are disgusting.
They should be kicked off.
There should be a rule you have to wear shoes on a plane. Like, I don't know.
I thought there was.
I don't know, dude. It was nasty.
One time my kids, when they were younger, they had their shoes off for a long flight. They went to the bathroom and the flight attendant stopped them and said, go back, put your shoes on.
Yeah, good.
What'd your parents tell them that?
Parents didn't notice. How about that?
All
right, boys. Hopefully the internet will repair itself after we broke it. Take care. Have a great weekend. Happy Valentine's Day, all.
Happy
See
Valentine's
you guys.
Day,
Have a good one.
The Lake Forest Podcast is supported by viewers, listeners, and businesses just like you. Broker Michelle Parno has lived and worked in Lake Forest for over 2 decades. Michelle's lending experience, when combined with her real estate expertise, makes her an invaluable asset to her clients as they navigate their home buying or selling process. Call Michelle now at 847-528-8721, 847-528-8721. For the best cannabis in the world, look no further than Iliad Epic Grow. Owned by Lake Bluff's own Rich Ruzich, they are a cannabis cultivation center focusing on hard-to-find small batch products that will delight both the occasional user and ganjier. When visiting Michigan, ask for it by name. Epic Products, exceptional process. For more information, email info@iliadgrow.com. Laracy & Company CPAs, founded in 2010 by Lake Forest's own Brian Laracy, specializes in tax preparation and bookkeeping services. Earning the People Love Us on Yelp award, their process is straightforward. Just upload, review, and file. For a free quote, visit LaracyCPA.com now. That's LARISEYCPA.com. I'm excited to share with you something special from our Lake Forest community, the Aesthetic Lounge Med Spa, located at 775 North Bank Lane in Lake Forest near Wisconsin Avenue. This just isn't any spa. We offer an amazing blend of traditional spa services plus the added benefit of medical procedures and treatments. In a relaxing and luxurious spa environment, you can enjoy a range of cosmetic and aesthetic treatments. These are all performed under the supervision of top medical professionals. The Aesthetic Lounge Med Spa provides skin care, facial rejuvenation, body contouring, laser hair removal, Botox, dermal fillers, chemical peels, and much more. What's great is that each treatment is tailored not just to enhance your appearance, but also to address specific skin concerns and to promote overall well-being. So if you're looking to pamper yourself and take your beauty routine to the next level, give the Aesthetic Lounge Med Spa a call at 224-768-8028 or visit them at their location on North Bank Lane. It's an experience your skin will thank you for. We'd also like to say we're thankful for our Patreon supporters, Otto, John C., Helen, Herrick, JM, and Paul G.